Um, yes, first of all, I have to congratulate my team for the performance of today. Um, Not only for the performance, but also for the mentality this team showed all the game, 90 minutes. During the pre-match meeting, I showed them a few results of teams who were already qualified, but who lost their game. Tunisia, Nigeria, Burkina Faso, what was the other one? I forgot it. They all lost their last game. And I asked the players not to spoil the party today. And that shows again the mentality that we have in that team. Those guys are hungry. Those guys knows to take their responsibility. A big crowd, they couldn't disappoint them, and they didn't. From the first minute, we played good football. There was a high tempo. We had chances during all the game. 3-0. I think we made the people happy, and this is something that is very important too. So more and more, we win supporters. It's a big difference with 2 years ago when there were 2,000 or 5,000 people coming to see our games. And the people are coming because when they come to the stadium, they see something. And this is what we always wanted to do. And now we are able to do it because we have a good team. So the fact that this team still played 90 minutes for 100% to be first in the group, I think that is the right mentality they showed, and I'm very proud on this team to be their coach.
All right, let me open the floor now to the first question. Okay, we'll start with you, sir.
Coach Ashraf Mohammed from Independent Newspapers. Seems like Capella Morena and Osman Pons really took their chances tonight. Some good movement and
Yeah.
also roamed in the free space. They didn't just stay up wide. Must be happy with the performance.
Yes, I think there was movement in all the team. There was a high tempo, good passing. What I asked also because when you try to make little passes and to create chances, it was not possible against this team. So we asked to play deep, to make action on the wings, to have much movement in the team, and yeah, everything what I asked, I saw today. And you can ask a team or players to do something, but when you don't see it on the pitch, yeah, then you're always a little bit disappointed as a coach. But yeah, today, what I asked them in the pre-match meeting this afternoon, they wanted to do it and they did it also. And you see then when you play that kind of football, then yeah, it's very difficult for the opponent because from everywhere there were players coming. One goes deep, the other comes back. It was always movement in in the team, and we only lost a few seconds of focus. That was the moment in the first half when they got a chance. But for the rest, everybody stay focused and stay concentrated for the 90 minutes. And again, yeah, this is what you want as a coach. And yeah, I repeat it again. I'm very proud today.
Coach, Batusi, just in terms of the selection process and processes you, like what does it give you headaches in terms of his inclusion going forward? Do you think that he's taking the opportunity
Yeah.
presented to him?
You know, when you try to build a team, you always try to have, how you say it in English, complementary players.
Complimentary player.
Yeah, it's right what I say. So you have on the other one side you have Tebogo, technical player, good player, maybe a little bit less power, but still. So you need at the other side a guy who has the power, who is maybe not the best player, but to push your team in forward and that was before Sitole. That's why we made such a good AFCON in January, because they were complementary both. So Sitole is not there anymore, and I always liked Batusi. Batusi is not again the finest player, the guy who will give the final pass, but there is power, and you need that. You need that in modern football. It's something that is normal. Football technical, you have to be good. This is normal. But there is something, and that is the physical side of football, that is able to play 90 minutes, but also to have the power. And we have that power in our team now. And we had it also in Afghan, and that's why we do so good results. That's why we can compete with teams like Algeria and like Ivory Coast, what we did in March and last year in November. I think 2 years ago it was not possible. And this is also something what I mean when I tell that the level of PSL is not high enough. Technically, so it's okay. It's okay. They are good players. But this. And that's why I always try to have players like Mofokeng, a little bit too early now to put him from the beginning. But Mofokeng is not a powerful player. So you need someone next to him that can do the work for him. And this is what we try to do every time when we select players. And I understand that people are sometimes saying, why not this one, why not this one? It's not a choice of players like this. Oh, this is a good player, we choose him. No, you have to build a team. And I think we did that in the last 2 years. And we have a good team now. And this is very important.
Coach, there was some research done quite a bit before you took over as coach, which showed that the biggest sports teams in terms of supporters in South Africa were Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. They were bigger than the national teams in any sport. But looking at the crowd here at Cape Town Stadium, it does seem that there's change in the air. Have you noticed a big change in the supporters that you speak to in terms of how closely they follow the national team, how much pride they have in it since you took over?
You know, I said that always. Let's say 2 years ago, you can't ask people to come to the stadium when you have a team that don't play good, a team that lose. It's impossible. I think when I don't have to ask you, go and see this team when you know this bad team, what I'm going to do there. So you need first of all to win your people, to win your supporters, and then they have to come. You can win supporters. No, you win supporters with your results. If the results are not there, nobody's coming to look at you. You don't go to a concert of a singer when you can't sing. No, you want when you go to a concert of someone you like, it's because you like the way he's singing. And that's the same with football. When you can't entertain the people on the stands, people don't come. And this is what we did, I think, the last year, little by little, we won people. And when they are there, then you have to perform. And that's what I said today in the pre-match meeting to the players. Don't spoil the party. And they didn't. Everybody's happy. So now we know in March, the next game for World Cup, there will be a crowd because everyone wants to see us. And this is, I think, a great achievement.
Good evening, Coach. Makonto from the District Times. Just a quick question on Temas when he got injured. He's 35 years old, and Tito now is Patrick Masonga is got back to back in the final. Do you think now you find that replacement that you've been talking about that it's going to be difficult to replace Tim Masonga?
I'm very happy with the performance of Patrick. So I said it already before. We need to look after someone who can replace Temba, and yes, unfortunately, we had to do it earlier because I wanted that Temba should be with us, be with us now, because I know how important this is for the team. But what Patrick showed today, yeah, makes me happy. It's not really what we want, but I ask him to play differently than in Pirates. So it's a little bit for him to adapt on the way we were playing, but he has the potential. So otherwise, I shouldn't select him. So with this game today, and also in Friday, he scored. Today he scored. That will give him certainly a boost of confidence. And I'm happy with his performance today, but he still have to improve. He still have to be more the player who give the passes, who is very important for us. And he can. I'm sure he can that. But it needs a little bit time. But again, today he did what I asked, and I'm happy with his performance.
Good evening, Coach. The last game today, the next official game you have is next game match. What's the plan going in this period before the next official gaming match? So what's the plan for your team in this period before you play your next official gaming match?
Now and March.
For the next games?
No. So what's the plan now? Because
the plan now, today, for the game.
From now to March. He says, what will we do to keep busy between now and when we play again in March?
Oh yeah, but that's a problem, huh? That's a problem. But yeah, what can you do? We can't organize games of camps because, and I understand there are PSL games, there are Champions League games, and whatever. So you can't suddenly organize a camp and ask the clubs to release their players. It is what it is. But I'm more confident than 2 years ago when I shouldn't see the players for 2 months or 4 months. I think everybody knows his job. Everyone knows how we play. There's a fantastic group. So, okay, we will not see each other for 4 months, but I don't think that would have an influence or will have an influence in March. You will never hear me saying in March when the result is not good, yes, but I didn't saw the players for 4 months. That is for everyone, also for our opponent. So it's a pity because yeah, we were in a flow for the moment from the beginning of the year. There were many games, and now a little bit, yeah, there is a pause. Okay, yeah, okay, we take it like it is. But again, I'm not afraid that suddenly in March there will be some problems.
Coach, when you go back to Belgium now for your Christmas and holiday, do you watch a lot of the stuff? Do you have a DSTV subscription?
He says, are you watching PSL matches when you go back home? If you keep up with the league here in South Africa.
The message?
No, PSL matches, PSL games. When you go to Belgium,
yeah?
Are you able to watch PSL games?
Oh, watch PSL games. You know, there is I told it already several times, there is an app where we can see every game. So not live, but if they play Sunday, Monday, I go in front of my computer and I see the game. So I will still following PSL, and I have my fantastic assistant Helman. He will do a lot of work for me in the next months.
What's the name of your app, Coach?
Okay, guys, 2 more questions and then we'll wrap it up.
Hugo, there was a joke made by one of the fans. Obviously, you spoke about the fans. One of the fans called you Hugo Boss, so you are the Hugo Boss.
Yeah.
Onto my question, the South Sudan coach had high praise of your side. Do you think this team currently will, with current form, can be competitive at AFCON?
Was to know if can this team compete at the AFCON?
We were competitive in January, and I think when you see the game, the team playing today, I think we still progressed. So little by little, And that doesn't mean that we have to think now, okay, we are where we have to be. No, but little by little we become a very good team, and that will give us the confidence we need for the next thing we have to do, is qualifying for World Cup. And if you ask me now, are you going to qualify for AFCON? I can't say yes, because it's a football game. And you never know what happens in a football game. But I'm confident that we can do it. I think if South Africa can qualify for World Cup, then it is now. Because we have quality, because we have a good team, so we can do it. But we still have to do it. So if we show the same mentality, the same quality, the same team spirit and whatever, there is a big chance that we qualify for. So we can hope that we achieve it.
Final question. Okay.
Hi, Coach. I'm Magisa here from Dusty Boys. You saw when you got in your position within the Bafana coach, you spoke a lot about culture, that it's a thing that's missing. And now that you can see that you're producing the results, you qualified for AFCON, the culture seems to be growing. You know, the stadiums are filling up. Do you feel like that's an objective that you made, that the team is actually one team and it doesn't feel like when the players get into the Bafana camp, they feel like 16, all the players are from 16 different teams. Would you say that objective is met on culture? Do you feel like one team?
You know, the big achievement, I think, that this team made is the mentality. When I started 2.5 years ago, I was sometimes very disappointed when I saw trainings. So I had the feeling that some players were coming to the national team as a holiday. We are out of the club now, and now, it's holiday. A little bit training, a little game. That was the feeling that I had. And most of the time you have that with players who have a certain age. And it's normal. So the hunger is a little bit less because you always had it already. So that's why I changed so much, because I wanted that mentality that when you are in training, you train. You're not coming to have 1 hour and a half a little bit fun. Yeah, okay, there can be fun. It's not. It doesn't have to be every time very serious and no. Yeah, you need fun, but it can be all fun. So with those guys, you come and see the training. They just do what they do in the game. And sometimes we have to say to a guy, "Hey, calm, because don't injure your teammate." But it's better that you have to say that, and then you have to say, "Hey, come on, hey, you're sleeping." So there is so much change in mentality in that team comparing with 2-3 years ago, that mentality make us progress. The quality was always there. I saw good players, but they are not anymore with us because they didn't have the right mentality. There were some, how you call it, requests of journalists. Why not this one? Why not that one? And it was not because the quality was not there. But I thought, at that moment, this is not the guy that fits in my team. And sometimes maybe people don't understand it, and okay. And it's sometimes frustrating for me that I got a critic, this one and not this one. But I know what I'm doing. I think I have enough experience for that. And I think the result is there. And we have now that team won the games, friendly games, training. The mentality is there because they know that this is a job they do. This is a job. And you play for your country, that has to be an honor. When you do it, you put that shirt on, it has to be an honor to play for your country. And not 3-4 days holiday. No, 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 no. This is a job. And those guys, they do that. And I'm, again, for the last time, I'm very proud that I'm coached from those guys.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.